He goes by the name Starface. Before he now calls himself Munjomba. Amazing songwriter coming through on the touchdown. This one has MK Makitu. That's the way to go at the end of the day right there. If you're a man, you have to grind. For your woman, you have to make sure you hustle. Because of a guy bala pampula. So that's what I talk about Chanda. My camera, I was checking out his IG. That's the username that you use, brother. I was having a chat with someone. He's a photographer. He hates being called a cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
He hates that.
Yeah.
Do you also hate that?
Yeah, I do. I really hate that.
Why?
Because there's a very huge difference between a cameraman and a photographer.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
So the difference is that cameramen are those people who take photos and print them and do all that developing stuff and then return the photos to their clients. But photographers, a photographer can be a humanitarian photographer. Like somebody who does, let me just say, soft copies, not hard copies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty much what a photographer is.
So we're talking about levels. Yours is a bit
levels. Yeah, photographers are.
Yeah.
You would never find a cameraman hired to do a huge project with some NGOs, but you can only find photographers being hired.
I'm glad I know the difference now. Let's talk about your intro part. For people who are locked on right now, I know who you are, I know what you do. Maybe you can start from there. Who is Chanda?
Okay, so Chanda is a simple and young person with big dreams. Yeah, not just a photographer, but also a cinematographer, and let me just say a director of photography. Yeah, I am currently working for Spring TV, yeah, which is a news TV station here in Zambia, and also I just don't do that. I also manage models and artists. Yeah, so that's the simplest way of how I can describe myself. Yeah.
So tell us, how long have you been doing what you've been doing, and also how has been the experience so far?
It's been 3 years now. And the experience has been so overwhelming. Yeah, there've been challenges here and there, but you just have to push, you know what I mean? Yeah, people talk, whether good or bad, but you must, out of what people say, you must get the bad to use it, and because the bad things are the things that are always build us, you know what I mean? Yeah, so don't focus on the good things they're saying, focus on the bad, so that you learn something out of it, and that will build you up and that will take you to another level. Yeah, so it's been overwhelming.
Have you ever been faced with a challenge where you do a work for a client, then you lose that work? Has that ever happened to you before?
Yeah.
And how did you handle it?
So it happened, I think, last year in December. Lucky enough, the person was more of a friend of mine. Yeah, I shot his wedding just before, I think the day I was shooting his wedding, the day we were shooting Shiramuntu Nechotakwe. Yeah, so straight from the wedding, went straight to shoot Shiramuntu. So there was that, so I lost some main footage, like church service stuff. It was lost, and then it was very, very hard for me to handle it, but he forgave me and life moved on. But that was a life.
I'm just imagining. A wedding is a wedding. It just happens once.
Yeah.
So when you lose such things at the end of the day, a few people would understand.
Yeah.
So has that taught you a lesson? Maybe put it in written, just in case you lose the footage, you pay back a certain amount of fee. Have you ever come up with something in those lines?
Yeah, so for me, when something bad happens to me, I always think of solutions, So since then, every time I'm from doing a shoot, I always make sure I dump footage, I back it up in maybe 2 or 3 hard drives so that I don't lose it. So that has really, really helped me, even where I'm working right now at Spring TV, because if I lose a huge project and I'm working for a TV station, man, that's something that I can't even I explain myself, you know. So yeah, I've learned a lesson, and I've always been advising my fellow photographers and cinematographers to do the same, because I know how it feels to lose somebody's project. Yeah.
Okay, so we have a lot of our generation getting themselves into the industry as artists. So you are a youth as well who decides to get to say, okay, let me do something different. Let me take it as a photographer and cinematographer, as you are putting it. At the end of the day, why did you decide to take this as a career and something very serious?
So for me, I thought of doing something different, because my family is full of people who've studied medical courses and law courses. And so my family also wanted me to be either a doctor or a lawyer, because I must say I'm very intelligent. So yeah, but I chose a different path because I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be unique, you know what I mean? And I didn't even know how this photography and cinematography thing came into me, because I was a drummer. So that's the reason why I was called Chanda the drummist by then. Yeah, I used to play drums and stuff. And then camera works, yeah, just came in. That was in 2016-17. Yeah, that's when I started doing this project. Yeah, yeah, that was in 2017 to 2018. Yeah, and I got my first employment and worked as an intern first, because I was trying to polish up my skill. And then after I developed my skill, I got employed, worked for 2 years, and then started working for another company. And yeah, it's been awesome, man.
Okay, so from the time that you started working, do you feel you guys are appreciated enough? Are you getting the enough credit that you feel like you are supposed to get?
Of course I am.
Okay.
Yeah, I've received quite a number of appreciations from my friends, family, you know, like almost every time I'm in the field shooting, people always take videos or photos of me doing my work, and then later on post, or maybe post on their statuses, tag me, telling me how proud they are, you know, seeing my works and seeing me grow, working with artists, blah blah blah, you know what I mean? So it's really, really interesting, and it really keeps me moving, because I know to say people are proud of me, and so I always have to make sure I do the best to keep myself going.
Amazing. Let's go straight to Deep Sea Chilamuntu Nechiwachak. On the other side, we still have a chat. We're still having a chat with our studio guest for tonight, right here on The Touchdown.
Working under better pressure of an issue.
More push. Couple of swag, we in the pew.
Start them back, because nowadays Nichila muntu nechiwachak. Chila muntu nechiwachak. Chila muntu nechiwachak. Chila muntu nechiwachak. Hey, Ndimankala busy, you know. It's not about the green, you know, be there, you know. Not even know we've been friends for so long, ndekuputulako. Listen, apanga tema bebe beni non tumina. Techali kale mwali filo kunsumina. Mwale tila nji wampampa mina. Sela pamunina wala nshinga mamina. Apa ni where you, can we link up? Head you got a show pali big pop. Mukampata fiene no pressure. Nothing to come on phones, there is an issue wesha. Bonji wadesha, baplani lisonga na yapatweni. Poponji kuwela ni pa focus. Nichila muntu nechiwachak. Chila muntu nechiwachak. Chila muntu nechiwachak. Chila muntu nechiwachak.
Jack, yeah, vibanda vanga vima ukanika beula. I just want to ball and kalibena cellular. Vika nikola pakamba kunyeleza ngani na gelo wako ndewe azani nyaula. Banale mupanga mafamily meeting. Ni kamba ni zachinja, I keep repeating. Vintu vinango viliko cha ticketing. Ungareke moba uliko sweet mixing. Mwechi maririra tikangena muchi light. Tapanga black table ya ma green castle light. Magelo looking right, body looking tight. Tonight, every night, I'm having a good night. Iwe, isebena tika mwa that's That's when we talk. Nikonda mowa kuchira we adi mu mashoko. Gago kumfeshi tishoka po vipoku. Red cup muri ice whiskey na koku. Ati mowa we wakonda usa kupaya. Ati nashako kuchiriza mwana wanga mfaya. Ningaleke branchi ya life mfaya. No bankati
chila muntu netiwa chakwe. Chila muntu netiwa chakwe. Chila muntu netiwa chakwe. Chila muntu netiwa chakwe. Yeah, tell him if you umbona na nofonku baula wila nkonka mumano ndeku salula ati bangala fyo bali filwa no kukule fifine wansula na nofona kusula wafya bobe no lonkolo echisaka belegede kwati yuthi pepa saka weba ichaba chula ko window wimbone finally wina mumano fresh boy pati fuma komboni na kukaba nintalala sipen on lini in ocean so shampunda fati lwakwe cause nchila muntu nechiwa chakwe atshon deep boy nchila muntu nechiwa chakwe nchila muntu nechiwa chakwe nchila muntu nechiwa chakwe nchila muntu nechiwa chakwe
Joy.
Chila muntu netiwa chakwe. Chila muntu netiwa chakwe. Chila muntu netiwa chakwe.
Joy.
It goes by the name Deep Sea with Drifter Track, D-Boy, tell him. Chilamuntu Nechiwa Chakwe, produced by Raw Cash. Amazing artist, trust me, right there. And yeah, it's one of the songs that our studio guests did amazing work on the video. And how long did it take you for you guys to get a complete video of Chilamuntu Nechiwa Chakwe?
So it took us 3 days to shoot and then a week to edit.
Okay.
Yeah, because we wanted it to come out, you know, the best.
Okay. So how long does it take you for you to have a plan and also say, this is what we have, this is what we want to achieve at the end of the day? When you are planning, okay, this is what we want the video to look like, this is how we want the results to be.
So some scripts really differ, but like for a song like Chilamuntu, it only takes a day to plan. So you plan, you come up with scenes, and then the script, and then you're good to go. Yeah, so it doesn't even take time to plan. It's just a matter of coming up with something and, you know, going with it.
Are there things that we should know about your work? You are a professional photographer, like you said earlier on right there. Do you also sometimes face challenges where when you're shooting a music video, maybe you don't reach to a common goal with the artist? You are trying to direct, the artist also wants to direct at the end of the day. Have you ever had such challenges with your client?
To be honest, I've never encountered such a scenario, because for somebody to hire me or me and the team I work with, it means they believe in us and they trust us. And so if they hire us, they believe to say we'll direct the song according to the way they want it to be. And so I've never faced such challenges. So yeah.
So you're using the word us. You are a team?
Yeah, I work with different people. Yeah, I work with Lanzi Cooper, I work with Milezi, Andrew. Yeah, so those are the guys I work with mostly when I'm shooting music videos. Yeah.
How has it been for you with such collaboration? Because we hear that, you know, when you are working as a team, there are always struggles in line with sharing the amount of money. You know, some people would rather work alone, but in your case, you decided to get to work with a team. So why did you decide to work with a team or decide to bring other guys on board and just become as a team?
So for me, I believe in teamwork. You know, there's no I on team. You know, so when two people come together with a common goal, they produce something productive. You know, so I don't believe in working alone. So that's the reason why I like working with people like Lanzi and Milezi, because they're also creatives. Their creativity is just on another level. And so I'm also looking forward to learning from them, because I'm not perfect. I'm not the best, you know. So working with people really helps develop your skills and also learn, because what I know is not what he knows. What they know is not what I know. So we exchange skills and knowledge, you know what I mean? So I don't believe in working alone. It's just hectic. It's really, really stressing, you know. Imagine you are directing, you are shooting. It just doesn't work. So I believe in teamwork. Yeah.
Have you ever done a video, then you feel you have done your level best, then you see your video is maybe on a spot where people say it's a miss. Everyone's just saying it's a miss. It's a miss. Sometimes people just give you such, or people just say, okay, this video, you know, where you do a video, there are always critiques. The artist will share the video, they'll post, and other people will come on board, just say, this video is not good, there's these things that needed, and then the video, I don't know, how does that make you feel, you as a videographer?
To be honest, I have never encountered such a situation. Yeah, ever since I started my videography career, yeah, I've never encountered. But I know how it feels, because you put in more effort to make sure that project is superb. You know what I mean? And then somebody just criticizes it. It brings people down, and you know, it's better you just find ways of saying it, because you can either build or destroy. You know. Because it's not every videographer who is as strong as I am. Because for me, I'm always ready to take critics, because I know to say I'll learn from them. But it's not everybody who is like that. So I've never encountered such. Yeah.
Any advice that you have to someone who's listening right now, they're doing what you are doing, but they have no idea that what they are going through is what you went through? Is there anything that you'd like to share with them?
Sure. So always believe in yourself. Always believe in yourself. I am one person who was annihilated, but because I believed in myself and I knew what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be in life, and so I just kept pushing, I kept trusting the process until God brought me where I am right now. I can't say I've made it in life or I've reached where I'm supposed to be or where I wanted to be, but at least I can't complain. I'm where I wanted to be, but I'm still upgrading. So always believe in yourself and take critics, because they will really, really help you develop your talent and skill. You know, so take critics, believe in yourself, keep trusting the process. Pretty much that.
Okay. The other thing is, how reachable are you when someone wants to hire you and just say, okay, I want to work with Chanda, I want him to get to do my work? Because they, like I said from the start, from the intro part, there are always complaints. People complain saying, I took photos, photos never came on time as agreed. Sometimes some photographer will take some time, even you forget about them, then they'll send on their own time. What makes you so different? I'm asking that because some people have complained quite a lot. Okay, for example, someone does the wedding on Saturday, the photos will come maybe 3 months.
Or 3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
Someone has already forgotten about it at the end of the day. How is your work in line with giving people their things that they have paid for?
So for me, customers or clients come first, you know, because it starts with respecting what brings food on the table, on your table. And so if a client is not satisfied with your services, then they won't hire you the next time. I'll give you an example of like artists that I work with. The likes of, just to mention a few, the likes of Makitu, Roberto, Dipsy, Yomaps, and the rest of the guys. These guys will tell you to say this guy is dedicated in the things he does. Because I always make sure I meet my clients' satisfaction. I don't know if there's such a word. Yeah. For me, when I shoot a wedding, like, let's say today is Saturday, I'll make sure on Sunday I will edit those photos and video, and maybe I'll just ask them to give me maybe a day or two, so that I perfect the work, so that they also feel nice when they see the work, so that they can also recommend me to the next person. So always put clients first before anything, because without them, you're nothing. Yeah.
Are our women safe with you?
Very safe.
I know someone was again.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
It's a lot of debate, and you know, kwali wako idai de balanda tama jije tatumfwa. Balanda na ma photographer tawofwa. Na ma artist tawofwa. But in your case, how do you make sure that you keep the professionalism? Okay, it's there. It's the professional type, because you know some women who like, no, I want such photos, you know, such photos where they show like someone was naked.
Yeah.
But you know how you guys do it. For people who are going to see that, they will say, Chanda, but you know, there's such talks, dialogue, at the end of the day, people always talk about such. In your case, how has it been?
So like I mentioned earlier, put your clients first. So for me, I respect my work to an extent that when it comes to business, it's strictly business. For those people who know me well, even including girls or ladies or women, they will tell you to say Chanda is very strict. When I'm working, maybe let's say when I'm shooting a music video, sometimes models even complain to say I'm being rude. Because when it's time for serious business, it's always time for serious business. So if you come to me with intentions of seducing me or wanting something or maybe trying to twist a story, I'm not the right person, because I know how I handle my personal life and my professionalism. You know, it's unprofessional of a photographer or a videographer or whoever to start having affairs with your clients. It's really unprofessional. So I have set standards that I go by. You know what I mean? So clients first, respect your clients, and you won't have any affairs with them. Yeah.
Interesting. Chanda, your last remix, your final remix, as we get to wrap it up on today's edition right on Joy FM. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about? I know you're doing amazing work, like you said. I've been checking out your work, your photos, your some of the videos that you work with your team. What should we expect, or rather, how far do you plan on taking your career?
So I see myself owning one of the best and biggest media houses here in Zambia, because I want to empower young youths like me who are jobless. I want to train them in my field, because I've seen quite a number of talented people who are willing to learn new things, but they just lack people who can give themselves and just sacrifice their time and teach them. So I've already started doing that. I've got few people who I'm teaching, and so I'm seeing myself being somebody who's gonna be mentoring a lot of young people here in Zambia, because I've got passion for that and cinema lema. So I wanna see this young generation making it in life. If I have made it, I'm not saying I've made it, but if I have made it, but I also believe somebody else there can make it through what I'm doing. Some people compromise this industry and they think ill of it. They think, we just a sheer waste of time, blah, blah, blah. But trust me, don't do things for money. Do it out of passion, and then money will just come. For me, I don't do it for money. Here's a secret. I do it for connections.
Okay.
So once I achieve those connections, everything just comes. So young youths, don't do things for money. Do it out of passion, and then money will just follow. You know what I mean?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I know I said lastly, but one more question. Today we're talking about people appreciating themselves. What is one thing that you appreciate about yourself?
Integrity.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a young man of integrity. If it's a yes, it's a yes. If it's a no, it's a no. I always want to put my dreams ahead of me. I want to see myself growing, not physically, but spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, and also see myself grow in my professional career. You know, so that's pretty much it. Yeah.
It was great having you, Chanda, right here on the touchdown. Looking forward to get to have you again. Get to find out how far your work is moving. And just in case, how can people follow you on some social media handles?
So,
Your names?
Yeah, my Instagram handle is Chanda Makamera or Chanda's Photography Official. And then Facebook, it's Chanda Makamera, both my page and account. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right. Let's go straight to Chef 187 as our today's exit song. I'll be back already tomorrow from 12 to 3. And tomorrow we're going to be having Chanda on the show. Like I didn't mention on Friday, Chef 187 right here on Nigeria FM. That's pretty much on what we had tonight's edition. Chanda came through. I'm glad that